So I thanks God for all these years that He has pruned me, redefined me. Prune, yes, pruning is very painful. Yeah, I have to use this word, prune. He pruned me. The cutting part is very painful.
Like twisting all the branches, right, just to shape you into that. Right. That's a very good analogy in terms of pruning. Because, you're like this, right? And then you want to go back to here.
Yeah, you have to cut away a lot of things. So it's very painful because it's our habit. And you have to cut away all those habits.
And to break your habit.
Yes.
Yeah,
so I thanks him for that. So after 3 years, I left the halfway house. And I was very blessed. God has prepared a lot of things for me. And since I left halfway house from 2011 or 2012, until today, I have actually never go and look for a job. I have job offers coming up to me every now and then. So this is the blessing I have. And especially when I left halfway house, I joined a support group. And this pastor mentored me for a few years, and I even apply a prison pass for me. So I follow him to prison and to see how he conduct all those chapel service.
Right. Yeah.
So after 2 years, God just opened another door. I was with another group of volunteers, and until today, I've been prison counselor for 8 years already.
Wow.
And I have my own class. And I conduct chapel service. And we have a support group outside
as well. Right. Wow.
So all these years, God has been very merciful to me. He's shown me a lot of grace and blessing, and especially in 2016, I married my ex-wife again after the divorce.
Oh, really? That's great news. That's great. And you've got 2 kids, right? 2 boys?
Yeah.
Right.
Both are studying now.
Cool.
Both are studying now.
To go back.
So I thank God for all this.
And with God's grace, she actually accepts you back as well, and she understands.
Yeah, I always believe that it's no more the promise we make; it's about the action we take. So this is my message that I always share with brothers inside the prison. I say, it's all about our action, not about our promise anymore. We can promise many times, but we never fulfill the promise. We never execute our promise. But it's time for us to take a move, to prove to them that we act on it. We make things happen. We show them what we are doing instead of telling them what we will do. So I put a lot of effort and then in doing, which I call foundation, rebuilding my foundation, which is my life. If my life is not in the right pace, everything will come haywire.
Yep.
But once our life goes back to the right pace, we will attract all positive vibes. All positive things will come
to you.
So this is what I always share with them. And then also I'm very glad that during all these years of volunteering, I was covered. I was interviewed by newspaper, radio station, and then I have many chance to meet all those ministers and even our president. So I even bring my wife to meet the president, and she was shocked. So this is grace that we can never thought of, but it will happen if our foundation is right.
Yeah. No, I think it's amazing, especially for you wanting to create this foundation as well as create the change, to take that first step to create the change and then help others who might be struggling in the same position as you were before. People who are in your shoes.
I think I'm more like a pioneer. I'm more like a person who go ahead and create miracles. So I always take challenges, to be very honest. Even the Triad Trails, I was never in a tour guide thing before. I know nothing about tour guide, but since the offer came to us, the project came to us, I said, hey, why not we take up this challenge?
Yeah.
And then we make it, and it was very successful. I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do now, that I'm doing things that a lot of people with my background thought that it can never happen. It will never happen in us. But I want to prove to them that it can be done. It can be done.
Because there might be people who are in your situation who thinks that, oh, there's no way out, or or the society doesn't accept us, or maybe they just don't even want to try. But for you, you know, you have led by example right now that there is a way.